pro wrestling show this week. Man, skip Raw ring report, skip SmackDown ring report. We're going to talk about predict the outcome for WWE Survivor Series 2018. We'll give you the latest news and information that's been going along around the two brands. We'll have this and more as an all new pro wrestling show. Predict the outcome for WWE Survivor Series starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents Predict the Outcome for WWE Survivor Series, coming your way from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. What an amazing night. Survivor Series, the one night of the year where WWE Raw and SmackDown collide for brand supremacy and bragging rights. So let's get started with the match that everyone's been talking about. What was supposed to be happening this week: Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Well, WrestleMania season has come a little bit earlier than expected, but the reason of that, it was supposed to be Ronda versus Becky Lynch, but since Becky Lynch did that massive invasion angle on Raw, lead with Team SmackDown women, with Charlotte Flair standing side by side, then things didn't go so well for Becky, as she had suffered a minor injury where a concussion and her nose was broken. But we can see right here Becky Lynch kind of making a tweet, and then you see the tweet after Nia Jax making a tweet as well. So due to Becky Lynch's concussion in her nose, she will not be able to compete at Survivor Series against Ronda Rousey. Thus, on SmackDown, Becky Lynch came out to announce her replacement, and she did so by choosing the woman that she stood by with and she fought against not too long ago, and a couple weeks ago, the Evolution pay-per-view in the last woman standing match. But she chose Charlotte to replace her against Ronda. Now, many of you know that it was the alleged WrestleMania main event, and how they're going to be scrapping those plans as you have to move forward. So Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion, was supposed to go against Becky Lynch, the SmackDown Women's Champion, but instead it's going to be Charlotte in Becky Lynch's place. And you got to say, Ronda will win this one, you know. And you never can't say what's going on now that, you know, this could be like a tryout match, and then they can both fight again at WrestleMania and have Charlotte lose, win the Royal Rumble, and it gives her a storyline to say, hey, Ronda, I want you because I lost to you at Survivor Series. I want to prove that I can defeat you. You know, something like that. You know, kind of spice that up. Speaking of spicing things up, where, you know, the women's team, you know, SmackDown, Charlotte left a void in the women's team. She was supposed to captain the women's team at Survivor Series. That position is still open, available, and there's still a spot available where Asuka, Carmella, Sonya Deville, and Naomi, and whoever the mystery person is, goes against Alexa Bliss's Team Raw women's team of Nia Jax, the dominant Tamina, her best friend Mickie James, the veteran Ruby Riott, the young up-and-coming star, and Natalya. Now, you know Natalya and Ruby Riott had their problems where Ruby Riott stole Natalya's glasses and ripped them in shreds, and Natalya had to get revenge back for her late father, who has been a staple of Survivor Series. Who can remember when the perfect ones against the Dream Team or something. I remember that when Undertaker made his debut, something like that. But I want to say the face team wins because it hasn't been no problems. It's been Natty and what's that, Ruby Riott. They're gonna be the ones that are gonna cause the team to lose. Nia is still dominant. Looking forward to her championship match against Ronda Rousey, and Tamina's in Nia's corner. So that's not gonna break that bond. Mickie James and Alexa Bliss still gonna be together. So it's gonna Team Raw will lose on the women's side. Somebody from the SmackDown side named Mandy Rose will be a suitable replacement for Charlotte. She was come crying wolf a couple weeks ago that she wasn't picked on the team. Now that she will be picked on the team. All right. Speaking of champion versus champion, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bar with the Big Show, looking impressive. They've been impressing us lately. You know, picking up wins over the New Day, and now they get to test their strength of dominance as the superior tag team in the WWE against the Authors of Pain, the Raw Tag Team Champions, led by Drake Maverick, who newly won their titles. So it's gonna be a skill of power and finesse, where the power comes in strength and the dominance comes from the Authors of Pain, and the finesse, the technical build, the technical skills of the Bar, de facto Cesaro and Sheamus. So you got, I want to say the Authors of Pain wins this match. You cannot go against this young dominant tag team and they're on the roll. The Bar on the other end on the roll too, but the Bar can't overpower what the Authors of Pain does. I'm just saying. Alright. Speaking of that, what about this? Latest news turn of events. The WWE Champion versus the Universal Champion. It was supposed to be the rematch. AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar from last year's Survivor Series. Now things have changed drastic as Brock Lesnar won the Universal Championship from in that vacated with Braun Strowman crown jewel against, he was supposed to go against AJ Styles, but now AJ put his championship on the line after AJ had kicked off SmackDown. AJ kicked off SmackDown to talk about his upcoming match against Brock until he got interrupted by Paul Heyman. Heyman told AJ that he wasn't the best champion in the WWE, the best world champion. Brock is. But far superior, AJ is the best champion because AJ is on the WWE game 2K14 available now. Quick plug in. Also, Gaming Spotlight to watch WWE 2K with me playing it. So, hey, I made a quick plug in right there. Alright. AJ made his markability too. He's a markable man. Right? The WWE champion is the markable guy. So, in the Universal Champion is as well. If you're two world champions, you are the markable. You make the most money. You're the markable guy in the company that they're putting their hands behind, on the brands behind. So AJ is a dominant force on SmackDown. But cooler heads did not prevail for AJ as Daniel Bryan came out and AJ mentioned him as one of the best wrestlers. And Daniel Bryan had a little bit of an attitude about it. He just took it out on AJ and they just brawled. So Shane McMahon had to get involved, and Shane McMahon wanted to, release some tension. And what Shane McMahon did was, hey, you two can't get out of it. Get this out your system. The WWE Championship is online, AJ. One-on-one, you and Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles had their match, but good upkeep match. But Daniel Bryan did what everybody else been doing to AJ lately, which Shinsuke Nakamura in some form or fashion. Well, Daniel Bryan kicked AJ Styles inadvertently for no apparent reason when the referee was a little bit hurt and from behind, and hit that running kick and pinned the champion AJ Styles and became the new WWE champion for a fifth time. And Daniel Bryan now heads to Survivor Series to go against Brock Lesnar one-on-one. This is a dream match as well. Well, this time Daniel Bryan did do being cheap and cheating his way to win the match. Well, will he do the same to Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series? You know there's going to be some retribution for those actions that Daniel Bryan did. And a lot of folks were still stunned at it, that it just wasn't that magical moment that he had a couple of years ago at WrestleMania 30 when he won the WWE Championship in New Orleans. That was magical. But, it just didn't feel right, and a lot of people felt like it was tacky. And Daniel Bryan cheated his way to win. But Daniel Bryan will lose to Brock Lesnar, unfortunately, and he will go on to put that championship on the line against AJ Styles in a series of matches, and will end and culminate in February for Elimination Chamber. Hopefully it might end at Royal Rumble. That might be the big payoff. Man, Daniel Bryan just gonna turn heel all of a sudden. I saw it coming because when The Miz was telling Daniel Bryan to embrace his inner heel, Daniel Bryan didn't want to do it until he had to, go against everything he stands for to become WWE champion. And maybe Daniel Bryan took it to heart and he did what he needed to do to become the new champion in WWE on SmackDown. And that's weird. You become general manager, then you return to the ring at WrestleMania, you come back, and now you're the world champion, closing out the year. Man, what a year for you. Also, the Cruiserweight title, Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. Yes, Mustafa, 205. They had a little confrontation this week where they did a weigh-in, and both men, Buddy Murphy had to push it aside to say he's not no man enough to him. And I think Buddy Murphy will retain over Mustafa Ali at Survivor Series. Alright. When we return, we're going to have more. The final match. You don't want to go nowhere. This is Pro, the outcome for the Pro Wrestling Show. Stay tuned. The Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that conversation using that hashtag PSW right here on Connect TV. Glad you can join us. We're going to take a little bit break from Predict the Outcome. We got one final match. We're going to get to that later on. Let's get to Hot Topics right now. Hot Topics this week. You won't believe what's going on Hot Topic. Is another new wrestling promotion on its way to Pop TV, and it's going to replace Impact? Now, we don't know if the rumors are true or not, but we are hearing rumors reportedly that Aero Lucha is coming to Pop TV and is going to replace Impact Wrestling if the Impact does stay in Pop, because Impact hasn't gained ground on the ratings, and they got moved from their primetime slot to a late night slot. And that's kind of like telling you right there, is there trouble in paradise with Impact Wrestling Pop? It's the relationship about to come crashing down. We'll keep notes on that. And also, Impact Wrestling is looking for a TV network. Let's hope they can find a TV network and make an announcement, because they hired someone that was a key component to the WWE getting on the Spike Network and getting on other deal networks. Because this key component man that's kind of like a marketing guru help Impact get to the next level, because time is weighing down. And if Impact do get on network, go to the biggest network of all. Go to WGN America, or go to places like the Paramount Network. Don't want you, despite they want to focus on they programming and stay away from wrestling. So you got to find a medium like, okay, hey, WG in America, they accepting wrestling shows. Let's go over here. Let's see where we can make some magic over here. So I would tell them, go WG in America. Let's see if they can get that done and get them ratings back on ground and write some better storylines than what I'm seeing. Alright, Ember Moon gets married. Yes, Ember Moon gets married this week. Right here, as you see, to her husband. And you remember this girl right here, she said, to Ember Moon is TNA knockout Havoc. She was the women's champion of Havoc, of Impact. Women's champion of Havoc. Yeah, she was a Havoc. Alright. Now, you won't believe this. WWE announced during his press release that the winners of the Mixed Match Challenge will receive the number 30th entry spot in the Royal Rumble for their respective Royal Rumbles. They don't have to wait no longer. And also another bonus perk to that. The winners also gets an all expense paid trip to any vacation in the world. You got to be kidding me. This is impressive. This is top notch by WWE to reward the winners of the Mixed Match Challenge with the Royal, starting the new year off with the Royal Rumble, getting the number 30 spot for the respective Royal Rumbles, and you get to go on any vacation in the world. You know where I want to go? Man, you wouldn't want to believe where I want to go. I want to go Turks and Caicos. That's where I want to go. Turks and Caicos. You can't ask for more than that. Turks and Caicos. So kudos there. My pick on that Mixed Match Challenge, since I was seeing it, they had Lashley and Mickey James. I'm going with Braun Strowman and Moon. I'm telling you. Braun Strowman and Moon gonna go all the way. All the way. Alright. And also CM Punk appears on WGN television to talk about life after wrestling. And talking about would he ever come back to wrestling. And he said you only find back in wrestling if there was a time machine. So there is a possibility. And he won that free bike. That's like a mismatch challenge for him. Winning a free bike. But you know, that makes me think like if I was running a wrestling company and if Impact don't do that, and hey, to each his own. But if I was running Impact or any other promotion, Ring of Honor or something like that, and I want to be on syndication, I would get CM Punk on his agent, whoever, and be on WGN because he is a natural fit on WGN. If WGN likes him, come on now, that's free press right there. He's a hometown hero. Come on. I don't know why people don't just egos. When we think about egos all the time. I'm telling you. Alright. Then you saw earlier this week that NXT UK revealed officially the women's tournament to crown a new women's champion that will be coming in the coming weeks. So it's a lot of women out that wants to be the NXT Women's Champion on the NXT brand. I hope everything goes swell and well with the NXT women, and let's hope NXT and support NXT UK on the WWE Network, streaming it live every Wednesday. It's a good show. It's an amazing show. I'm telling you that. It's an amazing show. British wrestling at its best. Also, the WrestleMania 35 party to commemorate the celebration to kickstart WrestleMania has been canceled due to inclement weather. So due to the snow and due to the cold weather, there will not be a WrestleMania party. Man, oh man. Man. Also, Cody Rhodes suffering an injury where he had popped his knees, and we hope Cody is speedy recovery on that stuff. Alright, that does it for Hot Topics. Let's continue back with our final look at WWE Survivor Series. Now, many of you know that Survivor Series is all about teamwork. It's all about survival. It's all about, being perseverance. This Survivor Series match, the men's Survivor Series match, has everything written above it. Issues stating going back to Crown Jewel in a way. Where, remember, Shane McMahon won the best in the world, and he did so while cheating in a way by doing some sly, underhanded stuff, and he defeated Dolph Ziggler. Well, both on opposite teams, that's going to be an axis to grind right there. Ziggler represents Team Raw. Drew McIntyre, who picked up a huge win over Kurt Angle over on Raw, taking the legend out. We haven't seen Kurt Angle since, and we don't know if Kurt Angle will be back, but I would bet to believe Kurt Angle will be back to gain some revenge and prove himself again to Drew McIntyre. Braun Strowman has some axes to grind with team captain and acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin, who played a major role costing Braun Strowman become Universal Champion. Well, Strowman said he will stay on Team Raw, and he promised that to Stephanie McMahon, the commissioner, that she had to make some promises to him. Stephanie Braun won a match with Baron Corbin. At any match he wanted him in, Stephanie said that was good, that was done. And he was going to be guaranteed a Universal Championship match, which he got automatically. Also, he wouldn't lay his hands on Braun, well, not lay his hand on Corbin until after Survivor Series. So Baron Corbin is going to, like Braun said, going to get neutered, and we hope that's not what happened. And last year, Braun was one of the co-survivors at Survivor Series. He won Survivor Series with Triple H. Sole survivors. Finn Balor got into the match by defeating Dolph Ziggler, but they didn't announce that it was a match for it. But Stephanie McMahon came out and chose Finn Balor as a member of Team Raw. And lastly, with his dominance, his speed, his skill, and his strength, finished Team Raw, defeating Elias to earn himself a spot, a final spot. And they will go against Rey Mysterio, Shane McMahon, Miz, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy, who got replaced by the new champion, Daniel Bryan, who couldn't compete. So Miz is the team captain. So Miz having problems with Rey Mysterio because Miz don't decide on Rey Mysterio. Sure, he don't need to be in it. I don't know. To be honest with you, it's kind of like a toss-up to me. But there's so much problems going on with Raw. I don't see how all these folks going to collaborate. And I want to say SmackDown men's team will win. It's going to be between, I say, I want to say The Miz and Dolph Ziggler, or The Miz and Drew Balor. It can be 4-on-5, 4-on-3, 3-on-2, 4-5-on-1. You never know. So I want to say The Miz versus Ziggler. You go begin to the Genesis, and then they just go from there. So, hey, you tell us your picks out there, what you think about Survivor Series. Alright, that does it for the Pro Wrestling Show for this week. I hope you all enjoy NXT TakeOver. Enjoy Survivor Series. And we will have a quick recap on Survivor Series next week. We'll have a review show early next week after Survivor Series. We are. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time here on the Pro Wrestling Show.